Hello everyone, welcome back to Napoleon Total War, the Peninsula campaign, and let's give you a quick update on where we are as he adjusts things to make sure things are working. We just can't beat a bit of adjustment, quick, bijou adjustment. Anyway, you can see that things aren't going too bad. We do need to sort of get Madrid, ideally. Now, I'm not sure, but I think we might have that as a requirement. There you go, liberation of Madrid, and then we get the ability to, we get a unit of guerrilla tiradores and an agent as well. So that's kind of the direction that we're going, and then we can form a buffer between France, and also we're pushing through the central areas, which is really the sort of direction we want to go. Now that's being repaired. We've got our other armies. We've got this gentleman here, Mr. Carberesford, fantastic guy, doing a great job. Now he, I think, let's see, we should move him down to about here. Now what we're also going to do is we're going to bring the mighty nose, old Arthur, who's here at this current moment. Now you can see his lights have taken a bit of a battering, but we are going to move him up to here. So we've got two armies sort of moving in from two directions. I might consider bringing Carberesford down here so these two armies can move together and support each other. But obviously, you've got a pretty slow replenishment rate right now. And I don't really have the available monies, as you can see, to have more than two armies. It's just not financially viable at the current moment. I mean, obviously, as we start to get more territory, that might actually be a change, but we'll have to wait and see how that turns out. Anyway, let's see. Can these guys are okay. Those guys are full, so you can see these guys are the higher quality people. You see 360, 360. So I've done a little bit of a merging in that particular army. Now let's go over to this army here, and you can see merging has been done here as well. So we kind of put as many of those together as possible. And there's only 4 needed there, so we could merge them into there, and then it's a little bit less, but then it's 116, so it doesn't really need it in that regard. So anyway, let's end the turn, because I don't, you see, we do have these guys here, and a small canon. Now what I'm thinking about maybe, no, I can't do anything here. So what may be an option is to take some foot infantry and go and twat those people, because otherwise they're going to annoy the living snot out of me. And you can see we can only really, well, I don't know, we can create footline infantry here, so that might be a better recruitment position, because then we've got more distance to go. So that might be a better option. But we don't really have the forces at the moment to do it. So we're going to end the turn and see what the French Empire decide to do this turn. Well, it appears not much. You can see here the Spanish forces are starting to consolidate. Come here, building constructed, there we go. So we've got clearances built over here, so that's a good thing. Now obviously we can put great estates, which will give us plus 400 to region wealth, and that's plus 200, so we double that, but it is a lot of money. It would take all my money. See, this is the thing, this is the dilemma. See, I really want to build an army. We're building a court of appeals there. And we still, see, look, 806. Can't build it there. So we have to build them down here. So at the moment we can only really build one, but what we may do is send this army. No, we'll leave it there for the moment. Now, let's see if we've got any small armies wandering around somewhere. So you've got these guys up here who are holding it. You've got these guys that we already know about, and then these guys here, who are literally just nothing more than an annoyance to them. So what I think we'll do is we'll just take those two and we'll stick them in there. Now, here is the nose. So we'll get the nose to there. And we'll get Mr. Beresford to... where can we put him? See, that's Spain, Allied, United Kingdom, U. Let's put him there. Now, he's obviously got the better army at the moment. In fact, he's rated as a better general, stars-wise, than Nosy is, so that's interesting. And they've got a small army in there. You can see agents, pretty much nothing in there right now, so they're ripe for attack. Now, what I might do is, the thing is, I don't really want to move them into enemy territory, because then I'll lose the replenishment of these guys, especially these guys. But we'll have to wait and see, because I'm just thinking time, because I don't really want the French to reinforce Madrid by the time that Mr. Carl Beresford makes his way over there. And his army is... screw it, his army's good. Let's move them up. We'll move them to there. And we'll move the nose to here. So he will hold that position until such time as Carl Beresford deigns to provide us with his presence, which will be over here somewhere. And then we'll move Nosy up to attack Madrid. So unfortunately Nosy doesn't have many cannon, that's the only drawback. And Carl Beresford has... yeah, he's got some 9-pounder artillery and some 6-pounders Portuguese. So we'll have to see how that turns out. In the meantime, let's just check. See, 1165. That's not bad money-wise. Can we do anything with it? See, Great Estates, 1350. See, really what I would like to do is kind of get Great Estates down in areas that are more secure. At least as far as I'm concerned. Excuse me. Can we recruit anything? No. What we really need to do is recruit... see, I have no idea what's in that army. And that worries me. Now, obviously, we've got some spies knocking around. Let's see where our agents are. So we've got Aston Leak up here. He's going to be moving into Madrid.
As you wish.
There we go. Successful mission. So he will be reporting in the next turn. See, look, see what I mean about the reinforcements. Now, let's see, what else have we got? Agents, where are you? Here we go. Provocateur, 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 guerrilla. So he's up there. We've got this guy here, who is an agent provocateur, to use the correct term, I believe. And I want him down here. So let's get him the hell out of Dodge. And I think what we'll do then is end that turn and see what befalls us. Yep. What did I tell you? Bloody reinforcing the bastards. So we're definitely going to need those two armies without a doubt. There we go, foot at Gibraltar. So if we do recruitment, two of those, and then they'll be able to make their way over and kick bottom over there. Now, let's see what Madrid is reporting on army-wise. See, it's still, yeah, see, look at that. Ouch. Not good at all. Maybe I've tipped my hat too early.
Yes.
Anyway, let's leave him working on that, that's fine. And those are enemy agent provocateurs, are they not? Yeah, we'll leave them for the moment. Okay, so Let's bring Car What's-His-Face up to here. And then we'll bring Nosy into there as well. And so we'll keep both of those there. Move Car up to there, Nosy up to there. Put him there. So Car Beresford really should be the person who's attacking in the next turn. But I have a funny feeling that these guys are going to reinforce that army, and then we'll be against an army and a half. Plus cannons, so there's not really much I can do under the circumstances there. The Allies are not being of much use at the moment in this area, but Spain, this particular area, Madrid, is going to be key, so we should really go for that. There's my boy on his walk. Somebody just teleported over there. Didn't realise that technology was available in the Napoleonic era. Ah, that's interesting. I wonder if they've moved the smaller garrison out of that town. Oh, that's very interesting. Look at that. That's curious. So we've got a recruitment report in Gibraltar. And roads have been constructed, cobble roads here, which is good. Now, what options do we have for other infrastructure? Not much really. We've pretty much done all of that, so that's fine. So that gives us good movement speed, which is wunderbar and all that. So put our boy there and get Car Beresford to attack. So he's got 5,000 men, of which most are armed citizenry and garrison. We're starting off with 5,000 with an additional 5,000 supporting. Yeah. This should be interesting. Perhaps more so for us. Ah, Montesquieu. Is that how you pronounce it? Montesquieu? I think so. I'm not sure. As everybody knows, and all those French people out there who are literally wincing right now and headbutting their monitors as I absolutely brutally murder their language. Yeah, I wouldn't be English if I didn't, really. Do you speak French? Yeah, that's pretty much what a lot of people, especially in Essex, are like. They go abroad to somewhere like France and it's like, you got a kebab? It's like, God save us. That's part of the appeal. You go abroad, you eat the local food. Yeah, what can I say? Nothing really you can say about that. Anyway, okay, so let's find a good position. Now, that's a relatively okay hill. Let's see if we got any other good hills. See, that's all right here. Now, the only drawback is it does look like they do have the general that side and just troops. So that could be an interesting position to put the cannons up here. So if we were to take the cannons here, like so, that's a shitload of cannon, and put them all there, or maybe there. Now what I would like to do is the smaller regiments, let's take these guys. Actually the less experienced fellows, yeah, these two. So these are going to be the guys that defend the artillery once they get into that position, I think. So we'll move those guys up. Ready? Excellent. Over here on the left side, we will, of course, have my standard tactic of flanking horse. It's going to be interesting because one thing I was talking to Lionheart was about doing some Napoleon Total War battles with him and me. And one idea I did have, just to make it very interesting, sort of different, because you always, when you see these online battles being played, they're always played, you know, elite troops, all the rest of it. And I suggested, why don't we just play with recruits, because then it'll be like at the start of the war when you don't really have a huge amount of experienced troops available to you, and you have to make do with what you have. And then it becomes about the tactics that you employ and stuff like that. So that could make a battle, I think, very interesting. And as you guys well know, Lionheart has an enormous experience with Total War, and so there's a good chance that I will get beaten like a red-headed stepchild, but that's part of the appeal. That's part of the fun, going up against somebody who's much better than you, which, to be honest, isn't really... Yeah, there's a lot of people a lot better than me, as you guys well know. So, but, you know, after going through all the campaign with Austria, I really learnt quite a lot, I have to say. I would say that I am better at this game than I have been when I started that campaign, so, yeah, let's face it, I couldn't have been worse. Right, let's see. So let's put them into Group 1. These guys here. No, it should be these two here. I have to bring them back over here. Put them into light mode. Now, we get both of those and have them there. As far as I can, yeah, that looks good. And then we'll have... No, don't select all, you fool. And then we'll have a selection of gentlemen supporting them like so. And we'll make that our Group 2. Yeah, everyone selected Group 2. There we go. So, there you go. 2, yeah. Good, 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 good. Sounds good. Okay, so, let's see. Let us, ladies and gentlemen, I believe the game is afoot. Let's just get to it. Get these guys up to here. Get them to run. And get these guys up to here. Get them to run. We shall move these regiments forward, just to hold it in a nice position. We shall get number 2 as our main guard and the main forefront of the attack. We'll have the central section move up with their 2 regiments, and then we'll have the flanking forces move up on the left. We'll get the clippity-clops out there, and we'll get the far right flank clippity-clops up there as well. Let's make the map big, because we do like a big overview map. So it looks like they've got some people going to the left. They are the citizenry, and to be honest, they're going to run into, yeah, foot troops. My lobster backs are going to give them what for, that's for damn sure. Let's go and have a look through their eyes, shall we? The clippity-clops. Riding through trees. So, all the lads moving into position. We've obviously got number 2 moving up. And I have to say, I was talking to Lionheart when they had the, what was it, the community event for a Total War Tiller. Oh, horses. No, not horses, just men, armed citizenry. Oh, they're getting aggressive. And we're talking about, like, because we were, I mean, you know, Mal loves Napoleon Total War, and so do I. And I think Lionheart's pretty keen on it as well. Now, one thing he said that, you know, rather than sort of revisiting Napoleon, it might be something to do something like Victoria Total War. That sort of early, sort of pre-19, you know, 1915, before the Great War came along in 1914. That sort of era. So, you know, you'd have the early days with the mini balls and things of that nature. So that's going to be interesting. We are going to have to face those guys that direction, because otherwise they're in danger of being flanked, which I don't want. Now, what I can do is I can move those guys to there. Let's go back and check on the... Here we go. Let's unlimber these fine fellows. Let's move these guys up a little bit out of reach. And we're going to put them into square ready. So the guys are getting all set up, as you can see. At least some of them are. Come on, unlimber you fools. Idiots. Been smoking too much of the wacky backy is what those boys have been doing. Right, let's move these guys round to here so that they can flank. There we go, you can see the citizenry getting involved. These guys are going to move up to there. Let's get them running in. So as you can see, there is a hole in the centre, which is kind of what we expected. Let's get the cav up. Now, if we can sneak that cavalry onto this little fellow, that would be very nice. So there's the armed citizenry. Let's move these guys that way. And let's move these guys up to there. Get them running. Get these guys to move back. Now, where's number 2s? Right, let's get these guys moved forward. Because then the long range of the rifles can engage the French at distance. How are the cannons looking? The cannons are engaging. Wonderful. Over the top. Oh, straight to those fellows. Lovely stuff. So, number 2 will run into position. Here we go. You can see these guys now start in danger of breaking. Let's bring these guys just up on the edge. There we go. They're breaking already. Move these guys up as well. There we go. They're breaking as well. They're armed citizenry, so it's not exactly unsurprising. Let's move all of these guys up. Like that. Stretch them out a little bit so they've got good coverage. Force them to move if we can. There we go, they're going to cycle it around. Let's move these guys to here. So they can engage. Let's get those guys engaged too. Now, what's going on over here? Are we all over their general? Well, he's winning apparently, which we can't have. Can't have any of that winning crap going on here, you know. So, let's see. Let's bring up the central regiments as these guys continue to battle. There we go. They've now broken.
Our men are running, sir.
Where are they running from? Oh, really? Oh, the general's done them. Bloody hell. Oh, wow. Good job, General. Let's see if the Portuguese cavalry can do anything. So in the centre here is where it's getting a bit messy. So let's move these guys back to here. And our reinforcements have arrived. Let's see where they're coming from. Here, okay. Oh, Ducky's here. Good stuff. Now you guys can hold back. I want you guys there. And I want these guys to push up onto them. These guys can continue to fire. Oh, crikey. Where did they come from?
Our men are running, sir.
I'm surprised they've just had their flanks kicked in. That was a bit of a blow, isn't it? move these guys up. Let's move these guys back. You can see here, these guys defending. Doing a good job. Let's get those guys engaged with the cannon. So where the reinforcements coming from? Where's Nosy going to? Yeah. Nosy can stay with the other generals. Like that. These guys can face that direction. Like that.
Our men are running, sir.
Move these guys up as well. Here as well. Let's get these guys engaged with some cannons. Nice bombarding of the cannons. That's what we need there. So let's have a look at the flanks. Are okay. So we can start moving the flanking armies up
is
now.
Soon to be yours.
Let's get these guys in. Let's move the lights up to there. And the other lights up to here. And let's have all of those guys spread out like that. Let's have the Spanish Fusiliers go in there. Now, let's see. I think their general may have... No, he's still in the centre. He's still there in that great big huge rush of men. Interesting. Let's put those guys into that formation there fast. Get our horse into the back of those guys. Have these guys get involved as well. Get them up on the hill. They can shoot down on the enemy. There we go. Horses crowding into the back of these guys. Armed citizenry, so they'll probably break pretty quick. These guys need to pull back. They're endangering themselves.
The men are fatigued, sir, and must rest a while.
I'm sure they are. Right, let's get the general. Leave those guys to their devices. Let's move these guys over to one side, that side there. And move those guys up a little bit. There we go, we just hit the general. Come on guys, do a number on the general, please. Move these guys up a little bit and have these guys focus back a little bit because they're in danger of being flanked there.
Our men are running, sir.
Where are these guys? Yeah, that's what I expected there, unfortunately. Alright, let's see. Are we still going after this guy? Come on, keep wasting that guy if you can, please, guys. Right. Bring these guys up to here. Right, guys, let's keep pushing the advantage. They haven't broke, but they're in a square. These guys are continuing to harass the enemy. Now it's possible we could get these guys up a bit further, put them into square, and then that would absolutely butcher the enemy general. Yeah, general's been taken down pretty badly anyway. He's down to 44 men. He's now fleeing from the field, so if we can get the general, that would be a good thing. Come on, kill the general, please. Right, you guys can stop. So, looking at the remaining French, let's send a little expeditionary force that way. Come on, you're supposed to be killing the general. Right. Oh, gotta be careful of that. Let's get those guys into that position there fast. They are a tired bunch, but... Oh, hello. Oh, that's brutal. General's still gone. Yep, general's gone. He managed to kill the general. He's run away too quickly. These guys here. Let's move those guys there for an outflank. These forces here. Make sure we've got them all selected. Can move up to assist as well. Close out the final members. What's this? Small horsey?
General staff, sir.
Yeah, two generals. Leave them there. Good, they've dealt with that lot. Nope, not using them. Get them after that lot. I think that's all of them breaking. Yeah, that is all of them breaking. There we have it. I do believe we have taken Madrid. Very important. Victory. We lost 13, 15 men. He lost 5,000. Holy shit, he lost everyone. And you killed 1,200 of my men. And we shall peacefully occupy. So. Mission failed. What? Why did I... Oh, I was supposed to have liberated it. Bugger. Oh well. Arse. Grasp of the shovel. I should have liberated it. Damn it. Oh well. I can't unliberate it though, can I? That's the thing. Oh well. We may have a small problem with the sound again. So, okay, we're back after Napoleon Total War decided to act a little silly. We did kind of push in. There was a guy standing on the bridge. We pushed in against him. And let's see, we've got infrastructure. We did kind of screw up because we were supposed to have liberated Madrid, and we haven't. We peacefully occupied it, which is an arse, but never mind. Let's make sure that our friends are still friendly. Yes, they are. Good. No. Okay. We'll leave that. Okay, so what we shall do is I don't want those guys in that particular commercial area. So I am going to attack them for the next turn, and then what have they got there? That. What we'll do is we'll send these two guys out to attack them. So let's go. I mean, this will probably be a pointless battle, but look at that. So I don't trust the AI to do it properly. I'm sorry, I don't. So we're going to have to just have this little battle of Castilla de Nueva, 1813, and we'll split our forces so the cannons can't go after everyone. Okay, so here's the big army, or the big collection of clippity-clops, which we'll put over there. And the smaller collection of clippity-clops we will place here. And there's our friend in the centre. And we'll move this guy. There's our boy. Screw it, let's just send them straight in. Because they haven't even unlimbered yet, have they? Send them straight in. Wait for the inevitable. They are facing towards the larger number. That's going to be the problem. So we'll hold off with the larger number here. And use the smaller number to hit them from the rear. Move these guys back a bit. Get them, fellas. Oh, so one is facing the right direction. Now let's bring in these guys. Where's he going? That's it, turn around, go back and have a slice. Down goes the enemy general. Oh, he doesn't look well.
Glorious victory, sir. is soon to be yours.
And the moral of the story is, never trust AI to do what you can do yourself. Where are they all? Well, I'm all dead. All dead, every single one of them. Huzzahs indeed. Bring these guys over here and then hit them from the front. God's sake. I don't know which way they're going. Where are they? There's got to be like one guy left. See you, fella. Yeah. So that worked out well for them.
Glorious victory!
Thank you, goodbye.
Forward!
Let's put them back in there.
March! Yes?
And these guys will go and attack there.
Can't do it, sir.
I'm sure you can't. Go away. So that's not looking too bad. What's that? 40 steam-powered factory. Oh, 1,000 region wealth. That's really nice, but it's expensive as balls. And we won't have enough. We may have to save up for a few. So let's get our spy out. Get him over to there. And infiltrate Salamanca, or whatever the hell it's pronounced. I apologise. Oh, yeah, what's going on over there? We're not having any of that. Where does he think he's going? We're gonna have to go and have a punch up with that fella. Okay. So, I think what we need to do is get this by that direction. And then
Yes, sir.
get him into there. And then get Beresford to move up maybe this direction here. We'll have to wait and see. Research is continuing. Good stuff. Never mind. Okay. So that's the direction we're going to go, I think. We'll have to wait and see how that goes. Policies, tax levels are good. Nobles are happy. Okay. So that's next election, trade. Looking okay. So it's not looking too bad, really, aside from our boob up here with Madrid, but, you know, hey-ho, never mind. But I think that also needs to be a good point to go for. So, what we shall do is we shall leave it there, ladies and gentlemen. I hope you've enjoyed this week's episode of Napoleon Total War, and we'll see you again